It's week 4 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see T. Higgins. He was excellent in last week's action, going for 146 yards. It's the Aviators and the Orbits. All that and more coming up next.
Well, they love their football in the East Bay, and the NFL has once again returned to Oakland, California. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Aviators of San Diego taking on the Orbits of Oakland.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Play action. It's Fields. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Robert Spillane, the linebacker, there on the tackle. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Prescott down. And Jones has it over the middle. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Prescott on third and goal.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10.
It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle. Back to throw. Fields.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Into a sea of defenders, had intercepted.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Prescott.
That is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Prescott to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing. Prescott. Shakes off the sack. And it's caught. Touchdown.
T. Higgins.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Aviators use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
This taken in right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Justin Fields going to lead his offense back out. And his struggles, they're continuing. He had 3 interceptions in last week's ball game. 2 more already here before halftime as they take over with a 1st down.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Off play action. Fields
rolling to his left. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields.
And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete.
You can look at this defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Prescott. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Prescott yet again. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Set for the second quarter, San Diego in possession of the football. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. As they've got it as we resume action. A second down throw for Prescott.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Aviators have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now it's Fields. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Motion man is Barrios. On first down, it's Fields. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 3rd and 9 here. To throw is Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they talk it over, and a loose football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun on third down, Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here's Pacheco once again.
Nifty move. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit, because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Prescott on first down. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete there to McLeod.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Prescott now from the 50. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And there'll be a break in the action here because Prescott is going to use a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, Prescott.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Pacheco trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
The kick by Bass is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
But Josh McDaniels, he had his mind made up on that one. He disagrees, and he'll throw the challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. A first down throw for Prescott.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. The drive will start with an option going left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Steps away to his left. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Bobby Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Prescott now on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Mike Williams.
A 14-yard touchdown grab. And the Orbits take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Prescott. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. A handoff now for Pacheco. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He completes it to Jones. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. To the air again, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Fields now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now Fields got a man. It's Barrios complete.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth.
Fields.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Here's Fields. He's got this to Williams, complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14.
On second down, here's Fields.
Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
They snap it to Fields. Touchdown! Mike Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Orbits have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
At the 28-yard line.
Now a toss left for Pacheco.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard. A give right side for Pacheco. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Prescott from the gun on third. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Prescott now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Running right, here's Achane. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now it's Fields. Same target. It's Jacobs again.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw, Fields. Able to connect with Jacobs. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that,
It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Fields on first down.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Now another timeout called for by the offense.
Fields,
as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
fourth down. Fields has to have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
On first down, it's Fields.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield short.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants, so the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for our visitors, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.